Gen 1 versus Gen 2 versus Gen 3. Who will win? Hey yo guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be going over all three Generation 9-tailed beasts and which one is the best. Gen 1 versus Gen 2 versus Gen 3. Which is the best? And which one should you get? But before that, we have some announcements, or not announcements, but rather a thank you. On the last video, we're nearing 500 views at the time we're recording this, and we've already gotten like 13 subscribers. In this video, we were gonna set our subscriber goal to 10, but we've already crushed that. So thank you so much for that. So I guess our new subscriber goal will be like around 20, if that's possible. I think you guys can do it. We hope that our videos continue to help you guys out and that you continue to enjoy them. But anyways, we're just gonna get on to today's video. Alright, so we're gonna start off with Gen 1 and 2. So I did some checking earlier, and apparently Gen 1 and Gen 2 are basically literally the same exact thing. I'm not even lying. So I'm gonna equip Gen 1, my brother's gonna equip Gen 2, and we'll just show you guys them side by side. They're literally the same thing.
Yeah.
The only difference is that in Gen 2 you can actually customize like the color of your aura. I'll show you guys that after we go through the review. So let's start with Gen 1/2. Go into the first mode real quick. Okay, so as you can see, this is the first mode. Mine is more reddish. It's like more of the generic color from the anime. His is more of a
Orange.
orangish color.
It's because I changed mine.
Yeah, so here I'll do my Z spec on you, and then you can do your Z spec on me. So this is my Z spec. So yeah, the Z spec is just a hand, so it's like 49,000. You can do it on me now.
Yeah, same thing.
And his like the same thing, yeah. The Q spec is a scream. So you can do your scream now. Yeah, I didn't hit all mine, but yeah, it's just a scream. Then we'll go into this is the same for the next two modes, so the second and third, 2 and 3 tails as well. So we'll just go straight to the 4 and 5 tails. Yeah, so when they transform, they make that color, that sound. So yeah, mine is more reddish again. His is more orange, because that's the aura he spun for. So now we'll do the Z spec on each other. This is the Z spec. It's a tailed beast bomb. Yeah, so similar damage. Yeah, like similar damage for each. We'll do the Q spec now for each.
Oh.
Okay, now we'll do the Q spec. It's just a scream again.
I really like the designs.
Yeah, I didn't do that. But yeah, it's a scream. They do similar damage because they're basically literally the same thing. I'm gonna pop a heal pot. Okay. We just did the Q spec, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's an E spec. No, there's no E spec. Okay, so then we'll go into the fifth mode. It's literally the same thing except the Q spec is a beam for this one. So yeah, the Q spec. Yeah, so the Q spec is a beam for this one. So yeah, we'll just go into the final-ish modes now, the last three modes. This is the sixth form. It's the little Kurama Chakra mode. Or yeah, the first Kurama Chakra mode. So you can see mine is more of the generic color. Once again, his is not. So the Z spec is these things. Yeah, do quite a bit of damage actually. Yeah, around the same amount of damage again. We'll do the Q spec now. A beam again. Looks like it auto locks, so that's pretty good. Yeah, similar amount of damage again. So they're literally the same thing. They're pretty cool. There's the only difference, like I said earlier, is the actual customization. Then we'll go into the next form. The Z spec is where you spawn in the tailed beast. It runs around wildly. I don't really feel like doing that here because it's. You know what? We'll do it one second. We'll be right back. We're gonna go into a more open space.
Okay, so here's the Z spec. And what I like about it is how you can like shoot beams and runs around and you spawn it. But I hate how you have no control over it. Like the only control you get is like where your mouse is looking, so that's where it moves. You don't
And
control how much it like
yeah,
walks.
and this is the second difference. As you can see, his looked much different. Mine is the actual like generic looking one. It's literally the same move again. Yeah. And then we'll go into the final mode. This is the mastered stage. The full six path sage mode, not six path sage mode, sorry, six paths mode. So the Q spec are these balls things, the two secret orbs. They auto track, so pretty nice. Yeah. Similar amount of damage again. We didn't hit all of ours, so that's why they're a bit different looking. And then the Z spec for this is the tailed beast. You get to spawn it, you control it, and this is what it looks like. You want to spawn yours? Yeah, so this is the difference. Whoa, that one looks so much bigger. What the
Yeah.
heck? I did not notice that before. But yeah, that's the difference. So now our mode's about to run out. So
Yeah.
we just reviewed, actually no, wait. Um, so yeah, we just reviewed all the modes and stuff, but once our mode comes back, we're gonna go over the major difference, and I'll show you guys how you can customize your Ninetales Gen 2. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back now. Mode is back up. So I'm gonna show you guys how you can customize. This is Gen 1. I'm gonna show you Gen 1 first, then we can show you Gen 2. So usually, the way you customize it is you go into chat and you type in spirit, and that'll take you to this domain or something. You're by your tailed beast. Um, so as you can see in this top left corner, there is nothing here. This is different for the Gen 2. I'll show you guys that right now. Okay, spirit off. Let me go ahead and equip my Gen 2. Yeah. So Gen 2. Okay. Okay. So spirit. Okay. So now when you're in the Gen 2 Tail Beast, you can see in this top left corner, there is a randomize button. So it takes some spins and you can randomize your aura. And then the Tail Beast is different. So that's basically the major difference between Gen 1 and Gen 2. So in reality, really you could give them the same rating. But right now we're going to go over Gen 3. And if you haven't already watched our Gen 3 video, we go over the God of War sword, we go over the Getsuga bloodline, and we go over the actual Tailed Spirit mode. That'll pop up in the top right corner of your screen right now. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. Um, and yeah, we'll be right back. We're going to start the Gen 3 showcase. Alright guys, we're back now, and we're going to go over the Gen 3 Tailed Beast. This one, alright, I had to stop there because of the screen, but this one is much different than the other two tailed beasts. This one has completely different modes, completely different design, as you can see right now. It's kind of based off of Ichigo from Bleach. If you guys haven't seen that already, go ahead and check that out. It's a pretty good show. But yeah, you can run faster and stuff with this mode on. It looks much different. I really like the design change. I think it was a much needed design change. But we'll just start with the Z spec. Tailed beast bomb, it's your usual thing, you know. Q spec. Grabs him in, and this one has combos. This one is crazy for the combos. Boom. That did 217,000 damage. That's crazy. So yeah, the combos go crazy in this bloodline. Not bloodline, this mode. It only has a Z and Q spec, so we'll go into the form 2 now. Oh yeah, and this one only has 4 forms. It's much different from the other tailed beast, which had 8 forms. This one has 4 forms. So we're gonna go ahead and use the Z mode for the second form. So yeah, just a beam from your hand. You can direct where the beam goes and all that. This is the Q spec. Another combo sort of thing, I guess. You could push them away, charge your chi up, and go in for another attack. So that's the Q spec. There is no E spec for this. Oh, I just popped. Okay. There is no E spec for this one. So we'll go on to the third form now. Third form, the appearance changes like with the. I'll show you guys the second form. Hold on, I didn't show you guys that. Second form, half face mask. And third form is the full face mask and a horn. Yeah. So the Z spec for this one, I think it spawns the. Oh no, it doesn't. It just spawns a huge tail beast bomb beam sort of thing. It does 101,000 damage if you can like get them stuck and hit them with the entire thing. It's crazy. Q spec is the double Rasengan. This is also a combo extender. Goes crazy with the combos. And the M1s are also cracked. Oh, and he's dead. Okay, we're back now. So as I was talking, I was saying, Q spec is the insane combo. I'll just go through that one more time for you guys. Yeah, so it's the combo, and then you can hit them with those crazy M1s. Look at those M1s. Yeah. There is no E spec again. So yeah, there's that. And then I guess we'll move on to the final and last form. Just so you know, before you fight it in the final and last form, you have to do Tentacion in the chat. Do that, what I just showed. And then you're gonna have to go fight the actual tail beast by yourself. So make sure you're ready for that fight. And then we'll just go into the fourth form. Design is looking great. I hate the tails in the back, but what you're gonna do about that? It's with all of them, I think. Um, and yeah, we'll just start with the Z. Or no, we'll do the Q first. Q is, yeah. So you spawn your tailed beast and you go and slash the crap out of the person. Over and over. And they're stunned while this is happening too, by the way. And yeah, it does crazy damage. Okay, we'll just wait for that guy to go away. Yeah, okay. And then, the M1s are the actual tailed beast itself. And so is the blocking. The blocking is also the tailed beast. And then for the Z spec, yeah, so you spawn the tailed beast, and it's got a huge beam, and it adds those two extra shurikens at the end. Those two shurikens drain chi and mode, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so they drain chi and mode. So um, so yeah, I think that it's time for us to do the final reviews. What we think. So for Gen 1 and Gen 2, they have pretty good attacks. I love the final forms. You're probably going to be using the final forms of these tailed beasts anyway. But the final form for Gen 1 and Gen 2, they're pretty similar. They're literally the same the same mode. They're just one is just more customizable than the other.
The major difference between the two is like the Generation 1 tail beast, it looks way better because like the tail beast it looks way better. It's more accurate.
I would have to agree. Um, but yeah, they literally do the same amount of damage, so I'd give that first and second generation Ninetales probably like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. And then Gen 3, I gotta give a 10 out of 10. I think if you're grinding for anything and you don't know which one to pick, definitely go with Gen 3. It's gonna be much harder. It's like a 1.43% drop rate. The bloodline is 1 out of 90, and I'm not sure what the sword is. But they're all pretty hard to get. But if you want the most bang for your buck, or like most bang for your hours that you're gonna spend grinding, just go with Gen 3. It is probably the best with its chi drain, its mode drain. The M1s are crazy. Um, the tailed beast bomb with the beam, that's like the first. The Gen 3 are the first with that kind of move. So if you're gonna grind for anything, we'd say you should go with Gen 3.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That sums it all up together.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you want. If you want more content like this. And I guess we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye bye.